Cal Mercer jabbed his stylus at the transfer manifest's acceptance line. The hollow panel blinked green. Across the airlock, the alien shuttle's ramp hissed open, disgorging 4 robed handlers and a tall figure in shimmering exile silks. "Princess Saivital," the lead handler intoned, thrusting a data chit forward. "Property of Habitat Station Epsilon. 7, per Thal Court Decree. Infertile, non-productive asset. Sign for delivery." Cal scanned the chit. Fine print scrolled. Joke, consort, to human engineer. No succession threat. His jaw tightened. He signed anyway. Station protocols demanded it. The handler shoved Sabe forward. She stood rigid, her iridescent skin flickering with suppressed chromatophores. Thal stress signals. 4 arms hung loose at her sides, too clawed for grip, too delicate for gesture. Her multifaceted eyes locked on Cal, unblinking. "Welcome aboard," Cal said. "I'm Cal Mercer, Chief Habitat Engineer. Your quarters are this way." Handlers clustered closer. One muttered into a comm, "Secure the wing. Monitor all interactions." Cal blocked the airlock with his body. "Manifest says solo transfer, no entourage." "Protocol," the lead snapped. "She requires oversight." "Not on my station." Cal tapped his wrist pad. Bulkheads hummed. The handler's access fobs chirped denial. "You're escorted off now. Shuttle departs in 10. Savvy's chromatophores flared violet. "Curiosity." The handlers hissed protests but retreated under security drone lights. The ramp sealed. Cal turned to her. "Follow me. We'll get you settled." She matched his stride through the corridor, her claws clicking on deck plates. "You presume much, human." "I am Princess Savithal, diplomat of the Thal Concordance. My handlers, cut the supplies, sabotaged or poisoned, doesn't matter." Cal halted at a junction panel. "Rerouting you to the secure engineering wing. No access for outsiders." Her eyes narrowed. "You reroute a princess without consult? This insults the Thal throne." Cal punched in overrides. Lights shifted from yellow to green on her new path. "Insult was dumping you here as a punchline. I'm fixing it." "Move." Saevi planted her feet. All 4 arms crossed. One pair over her chest. The other low. "I demand royal comm access." Now, Lord Vakran must witness this outrage. Cal met her gaze. Thal eyes caught light like oil slicks, but hers held steel. "Comms are locked until inventory clears. Standard quarantine. Your court's manifest flagged biohazards. Lies." She stepped closer, towering 1/2 meter over him. Heat radiated from her skin, carrying a scent like ozone after rain. "You cage me to claim false authority." Cal didn't flinch. "Test me. But first we audit your gear." Shuttle logs show overrides. Her chromatophores pulsed crimson, anger. She gestured sharply, claws extended. "Audit? You touch royal property at peril. Station property now." Cal keyed the cargo bay. Drones whirred to life, scanning crates as they floated in. Savi shadowed him, silent at first. Then, "Why resist my handlers? They serve the Regent." Cal unsealed a crate. Thal nutrient packs tumbled out, tagged with microbeacons. "'Cause they pinged external trackers. Your handlers just lit up my threat board." She snatched a pack, mandibles clicking. "Regent seals. Legitimate."
"Not with these."
Cal's scanner beeped. Holo display bloomed. Sabotage glyphs etched into foil linings. Neurotoxins. Keyed to Thal biology. Slow release. Meant to waste you quiet-like. Savi's skin bleached pale. She crushed the pack. Icaro oozed between claws. Vicaren. "He dares?" Cal logged the evidence, broadcasting to Station Sec. "Dares more than that. Manifest jokes you're infertile. Cover for offloading you." Her eyes refocused on him. "Infertile by decree. Thal courts test bloodlines. I failed." Bitterness edged her voice, a disposable jest, wed to a habitat grunt. Cal sealed the bay. Not a grunt. Engineer, and no wedding happened. Yet. He checked his pad. Captain Rakesh's icon flashed. Sec team en route. Handlers detained at dock. Savi tilted her head, studying him. "You act without fear. Humans. Underestimate your resilience? We get by." Cal led her to the rerouted quarters. Door irised open to a Spartan suite. Reinforced walls. Full life support. No external links. Lockdown till clear. Food synths programmed for Thal profiles. Archivist near arrives tomorrow for med scan. She entered, turning in the space. Forearms flexed, testing air. You build fast. This wing, sealed like a vault. Standard for VIPs. Cal lingered at the threshold. Rest. I'll handle the rest. Savvy faced him fully. Chromatophores softened to blue. Calm. Trust. Human. Cal Mercer. You claim custody yet shield me. Why? Fair? Play? He shrugged. Court dumped you. Station's mine. Nobody poisons guests on my watch. Her mandibles parted in a foul approximation of a smile. Competence. Rare in exiles. She extended a delicate hand pair. Agreed. Temporary alliance. Cal clasped the offered clause. Warm. Firm. No pull away. Deal. The door sealed. Cal strode to Central Ops, pad buzzing. Rakesh's voice crackled. Mercer. Shuttle's clean, but handlers lawyered up. Tal Embassy demanding access. Stall them. Cal patched through to the inventory drone feed. Another crate anomaly blinked. He zoomed. Not just tags. Embedded tracker, pulsing a tight beam to Thal space. His gut twisted. This wasn't sabotage. It was a beacon. For what? Or who? Deeper scan. Biosignature lock. Thal air protocols. Cal froze. The infertile princess carried something Vekran wanted erased. Station alarm stayed silent. For now. He routed power to deflector shields. Time to call Mirror early. Cal shoved the door panel. It hissed open to Sayebi's quarters. She spun from the viewport, forearms folding tight. Chromatophores flared orange. Alert. House rules, Cal said. He tapped the pad, projecting the doc in holographic text. Thal script auto-translated beside English. Cosine. Now. Sayebi's mandibles clicked. She glided closer, eyes scanning the list. Number 1. No unauthorized station hacks. Number 2. Daily check-ins. No exceptions. Number 3. Shared intel on threats. Hers or mine. Number 4. My build. My fixes. You break it. You report it. Human presumptions, she said. One claw tapped the hollow. You cage a Thal diplomat? Fair cage. Cal held her gaze. Court dumped you with trackers. I found one in your crates. Biolock to heirs. Station sealed. We play straight, or you walk airlock. Her colors shifted to green. Considering. She extended 2 arms, claws precise on the pad. Signature bloomed. Saivi Thal. Exile Prima. Done. Cal pocketed the pad. Rest cycle starts in 10. Food synths programmed for Thal proteins. Savi's head tilted. You assume obedience, assume competence. He turned for the door. Alarms. Shrieked. Red strobes flashed. Quarantine lockdown. Sector sealed and snapped shut. Air recyclers hummed to max filter. Cal froze. What'd you do? Savi's claws flexed. Test. She stepped to the console, mandibles parting in challenge. Protocol 47B. Guests verify isolation integrity. I triggered bio-alarm. Per Thal Embassy code. Release me, custodian. Or log violation. Trap. Embassy code. Loophole to force override. Handlers prepped this. Cal's jaw tightened. Station logs would flag him for breach if he cracked it wrong. Smart play. He yanked his toolkit from the wall mount. Wrench in one hand, diagnostic pad in the other. But sloppy. Savvy watched. Arms crossed. Thal courts demand 30-cycle purge. You're human junk. Cal dropped to the deck plate. Popped the access grate with the wrench. Exposed the sensor relay. Thal override freak pulsing. He jammed the checklist probe. Line by line, he bypassed the loop, rerouted power through auxiliary scrubbers. 8 minutes flat. Alarms cut. Lights normalized. Vents whooshed open. Savvy blinked. Impossible. Relays quantum encrypted. Old trick. Cal stood, wiping grease. Your code pinged my deflector shields first. I patched the exploit station-wide while you poked. He synced the pad. Full audit uploaded to Central Ops and Rakesh. Transparent drill. Logged for embassy eyes. Her colors softened to blue. You turned my test into training. Cal leaned on the console. Next time, ask. Saves air. Savvy paced, claws tracing the panel. Humans. Protocol breakers. She stopped, facing him. This alliance. Terms? Negotiate. Cal crossed his arms. You want autonomy. Daily off-leash. 2 hours. Logged path. In exchange, court intel. Vecran's moves. Tracker purpose. All of it. Mandibles parted. Thal smile. Air erasure. She tapped her abdomen. They lied. Infertile label hides gestation. Foul queens carry silent. Human seed. Triggered it. Vecran fears the hybrid claim. Cal's gut twisted. Not just beacon. Assassins inbound. Proof? She projected a microscan from her wristband. Faint double helix. Human alien markers. Viable. Shared. Savi extended a hand pair. Autonomy granted. Deal. Cal clasped. Warmer grip this time. Firmer. Her claws lingered a beat. Door chime. Rakesh's voice. Mercer. Nayar's shuttle docking early. Embassies screaming override. And Vecran's yacht just pinged system edge. Cal released her hand. Drills over. Gear up. Savi nodded. Colors steady blue. Together. He led her to ops. Pad buzzed. Near's incoming tight beam. Mercer. Scan confirms. But Vecran's protocols demand termination. Stand by. Cal killed the channel. Not on my station. Rakesh met them at the lock. Shields hot. Yachts arming drones. Savi's eyes widened. Vikaran acts. Fast. Fast meets faster. Call patch to Juno. Security. Arm non-lethals. Dock the threat board. Juno's feed popped. Clean logs. Timestamps. Foul yacht violating neutral space. Near burst through the airlock. Forearms laden with scanners. Princess. The embryo. Viable. Savi cut in. Vecran comes to end it. Near's chromatophores drained white. Shock. Regent's orders were exile, not termination. Cal slotted the wrench. Your scan. Your call. Public log? Near hesitated. Claws danced over her kit. Full spectrum ran. Embryo glowed healthy. Anomaly. Human compatibility. Unprecedented. She uploaded to neutral net. Logged. Thou Council copies. Alarms pinged anew. Vecran's yacht. Demand access. Kite air protocol. Cal smirked. Your move, Regent. Savi stepped forward. Voice steel. Broadcast. Savi Thal lives. Air secured. Challenge me. Vecran's face filled the main screen. Regal sneer. Infertile joke ends. Custodian. Surrender the vessel. Fair play, Cal said. Your tracker's fried. Logs. Show your yacht first. Back off, or Rakesh documents force. Juno's drones deployed. Clean formation. Beacons flashing. Vecran's eyes narrowed. Human filth. Near aborted. Near raised her scanner. Negative, Regent. Viable succession. I stand witness. Screen blanked. Yacht powered down weapons. Retreated to jump point. Silence settled. Savi turned. Savi turned to Cal, her iridescent skin flushing deep indigo. We bond. Now. Under Thalaw, Cal wiped grease from his hands. The wrench clattered into his toolkit. Vecran's retreat left the station's alarm silent, but tension hummed in the air. Near scanners still beeped softly beside them. Juno's voice crackled over comms. Drones holding perimeter. Clean. Bond? Cal echoed. He glanced at Savi's swollen midsection, visible under her exile robes. The embryo, his child, changed everything. Saidi gripped his arm. 4 fingers locked firm. Right seals protection. Air claims you as consort. Vecran cannot touch us without war. Near's chromatophores flickered orange. Caution. Princess, human physiology, proven compatible. Savi's eyes locked on Cal's. Choose. Cal nodded once. Pragmatic. No time for doubts. Show me. She led him to the habitat module. Near followed, scanner humming. Juno patched in visually from security. Savi knelt on the deck plating, pulling Cal down with her. Touch, crest to crest. Breathe my air. Cal pressed his forehead to the bony ridge above her eyes. Her skin cooled his. She exhaled, a sharp spiced gust that burned his lungs sweet. He matched her rhythm. Her hands traced his shoulders, then chest. Slow circles. Thal sigils glowed under her nails. To Cal it felt like sealing a bulkhead, precise, necessary. Her pulse synced with his. Warmth spread low in his gut. Near gasped. That's intimate marking. Forbidden outside clans. Juno whistled low. Logs at neutral. Your call, Cal. Savi pulled back. Sigils faded on his skin. Bound. Witnesses confirm. Cal stood. Steady. Good. Now rest. You need a pod. He grabbed his fabric kit. Habitat engineer mode kicked in. Savi's lungs struggled in human standard air. Pregnancy thickened her blood, per Nir's earlier scans. Pain kept her sharp, but not for long. Cal welded a mixed atmosphere chamber from scrap conduits and pod seals. Foul-rich oxygen mix, filtered through his station's recyclers. He calibrated vents by hand. No sims. 20 minutes flat. Savi watched from the bunk, legs drawn up. Efficient. My court would call it sorcery. Basic maintenance. Cal tested seals. Green lights. Lie down. She eased inside. Hiss of atmosphere shift. Her frills relaxed first time in days. No pain. Nir scanned the pod. Human improvisation. Val med bays take cycles to match this. Cal shrugged. Problems don't wait. Next shift, Sayabi drilled him on etiquette. Inspections loomed. Neutral council envoys. Vecran spies embedded. She sat cross-legged on the bunk, pod humming beside her. Bow at 40 degrees. No eye contact with superiors. Her claws sketched angles on a tablet. Address regents as exalted shell. Cal mirrored her, spine straight. And if they push, feign deference. Probe with questions. Savi demonstrated, voice silk over steel. Human slouch. Straighten. He adjusted. Her claw tapped his back. Light. Corrective. Trust built in touches. Like this? Perfect. Her flush returned softer. You learn fast. Cal cooked while she taught. Ration station style. Protein slabs. Hydroponic greens. Fortified gels. He mashed Thal supplements from Nir's kit. High iron. Scaled for her mass. Tracked vitals on his wrist pad. Heart rate steady at 84. Oxygen sat 98%. Habit from solo builds. Here. He handed her a steaming tray. Steam carried garlic earth notes. Alien to her palate. Savi inhaled. Spicy. Bold. She ate with precise bites. My people fast for clarity. You fuel for action. Action wins. Cal monitored the pad. Embryo trace flickered. Strong kicks now. Is doing. Juno pinged. Envoys docking. 3 ships. Thal marked. Sabi tensed. The contests. Cal sealed the pod tighter. Etiquette time. Docking clamps thudded. Airlock cycled. Lead envoy swept in. Shell armored. 6 eyes scanning. Princess Sayavi. Air status. Sayavi rose, robes flowing. Cal flanked her. 40-degree bow. Exalted shell. Air thrives. Witnesses logged. Envoy's mandibles clicked, focused on Cal. Custodian. Your pod. Intimate construction. Cal met no eyes. Maintenance. Princess breathes free. Nir stepped forward. Scanner raised. Confirmed viable. Human engineering aids Thal gestation. Public record. Envoy's shell rippled unease. Cal's basic pod, curved to her form, thence whispering like a lover's breath. Scandalized. To Thal's. It screamed forbidden touch. Scans, Envoy demanded. Nir obliged. Embryo glowed on shared holos, robust hybrid vigor. Envoy recoiled. Anomaly. Fact, Sabi said. Bonded consort. Challenge? Cal tracked their vitals now. Envoy spiking. He palmed a non-lethal patch. Juno's feed live. Quiet threat. Envoy back to airlock. Council reviews. Stand by. Hatch sealed. Savi exhaled. You held form. Team effort. Cal checked her pad. Stress low. Depleted seconds. Extra greens. That night, alarms whispered again. Wrist pad buzzed. Yacht signature. Cloaked approach. Vecran circled back. Savi stirred in the pod. He comes. Cal slotted his wrench. Not alone. Juno's drones lit the feeds. Nir prepped broadcast, but a new ping hit. Embryo vitals spiking. Contractions? Too early. Sayavi clutched her side. Cal! He knelt by the pod. Her hand gripped his through the seal. Trust sealed them now. But Bikran's shadow loomed larger. Cal lunged as Sayavi's legs buckled mid-inspection. Her iridescent shell cracked against the deck plating. He hooked an arm under her torso. dragged her clear of the hovering drone sensors. Inspectors chittered behind him. Thal envoys, all mandibles and protocol. Medbay. Now. Cal hefted her full weight. She outweighed him by 30 kilos, but his exosuit whined smooth. He kicked the bulkhead. Hatch irised wide. Archivist Nair scuttled ahead, multi-limbs unfolding scanners. Custodian Mercer. Protocol demands, scan her. Cal laid Savvy on the autobed. Vitals flickered on his wristpad, pulse erratic, core temp spiking. Thal biology ran hot, but this burned. He sealed the bay, locked out the envoys. Nir's primary optics swiveled, probes extended, humming against Savi's underbelly. Cross-species baseline loaded. Infertility confirmed per court writ. No viable markers. Cal crossed arms. Watched the hollow feed bloom. Hormonal cascades lit up. Fall patterns, laced with anomalies. Human analogs flickered in the mix. His gut twisted. Flag it. Nir paused. Appendage twitched. Impossible. Thal gestation requires matched pheromonal sync. She lacks ovum integrity. Court decree. Run it again. Cal tapped his pad. Station AI pinged acknowledgement. He routed power to redundants, backup scanners, human calibrated. Savvy stirred. Her secondary vents rasped. Cal! Inspection. Easy. He gripped her upper claw. Gentle. Firm. Thal trust started with touch. He'd learned. Nir's got you. Probe cycled. Hollow refreshed. Nair's shell quivered. Hormonal surge. Progesterone analogs elevated. Thal specific. Luteal phase active. A secondary line scrolled. Paused. Printed. Asterisk gestation detected. Asterisk Cal stared. The med printer spat the strip. Ink stark. One line that shredded every writ. Cross species. Is seed. Or shell. Nir recoiled on 6 legs. Anomaly. Rescan. Probes jabbed faster. Cal snatched the printout, crumpled it into his fist. Confirm. Double blind. Protocol forbids. Nir's voice glitched. Station encryption. Now. Cal overrode with thumbprint. Human firewall snapped up. Layers of quantum hash no Thal probe cracked. Results locked to his auth only. No logs to envoy feeds. Sebi's optic lenses focused. She pushed up on elbows. Shell plates shifted, revealing softer ventral weave. Gestation. Her mandibles parted slow. No shock. Resolve. Cal knelt close. You knew? Suspected. Cycles shifted post. Union. Her claw tightened on his sleeve. Thal eyes gleamed, multifaceted, reading his every twitch. Court labeled me Barren. Becon's lie to erase my claim. This changes all. Nair's scanner word denial. Viability 0.4%. Hybrid collapse inevitable. Abort advised. Cal shot him a look. Run full sims. Thal human baseline. Insufficient data. Nira hesitated. Your species. Gametes too volatile. Thal shells reject foreign. Simmet. Cal stood. Pulled station diagnostics. Human med-AI churned models. His own tweaks from frontier habs. Viability spiked to 12%. Breathable. Sadie swung legs off the bed. Stood steady. Hide it, Cal. Vecran learns he claims the air. Or ends us. Cal nodded. Encrypted the sims deeper. Junos looped in. Security seals. A claw brushed his jaw. Intimate. Alien grace. You build trust like your stations. Layered. Strong. Heat rose in his chest. Not just duty. Choice. We hold. Alarms pinged soft envoy drones probing the lock. Nir forwarded a ping to his pad. Inspection demands entry. Report status. Cal cracked the hatch a finger. Envoy lead thrust a probe. Princess condition? Stable. Routine fatigue. Cal blocked the scan field with his frame. Mandibles clicked fury. Full disclosure. Court oversight. Sabi stepped behind him. Voice. Steel. Dismissed. Diplomatic exemption. Envoy recoiled. Thal hierarchy bowed to rank. Even exiled. Hatch sealed. Nir clutched his scanner. Custodian. This defies archive. Public record required. Cal faced him.
You saw the print. Viable.
Your call. Nair's shell rippled. Conflict. Protocols versus evidence. Appendages folded. Encrypted. For now, I monitor. Saivi exhaled, leaned into Cal's side. Her vents synced to his breath, forced proximity forging rhythm. The Kran's yacht departs vector. He suspects nothing yet. Cal checked feeds, clear space. But shadows lingered. He plated nutrient gels, thal greens, human proteins blended. Handed her one. Eat, build for two. She accepted. Claws precise. Human resilience. Your seed roots where thal fails. He shrugged. Just engineering. But his hand covered hers, bond sealed in silence. Juno's voice crackled private channel. Drones. Patrolling. Anomalous signal. Inbound. Cloaked probe. Cal tensed, wrist pad lit. Yacht signature ghosting the outer markers. The Kran circled early. Savi's grip tightened. He smells weakness. Not here. Cal slotted his multi-tool, powered HAB defenses. His design, adaptive webs. We choose our ground. Near prepped a counter-scan. Juno's teams mobilized quiet. But Saevi clutched her underbelly sudden. Vitals dipped on his pad. Cal! He knelt fast. Claw to his palm. Pulse raced. Early stress, trust held them. But the shadow closed. Cal's wrist pad screamed vitals alert. Saevi doubled over, claws digging into her underbelly. He dropped to one knee, palm flat against her scaled hide. Breathe with me, in, out. Her vents hitched, sinking ragged to his rhythm. Pulse stabilized. 0.2 seconds flat. Stress spike from the probe shadow. Not labor. Not yet. Juno's voice cut private channel. Mercer. Inbound shuttle. Diplomatic codes. Vacron livery. Demanding priority dock. Cal stood. Eyes on feeds. Yacht loomed at marker 3, spitting a sleek envoy craft. Deny it. Full protocol lockdown. No access without my sign-off. Affirm. Juno's tone iced steel. Savi straightened, then steady. The Kran's diplomats. Enforcers in envoy robes. They come to reclaim me. Erase the claim. Not happening. Cal keyed HAB defenses. Adaptive web snapped taut across airlocks, bulkhead sealed with a hydraulic hiss. His design, human redundancy layered over thal specs, unbreachable without plasma torches. The hail blared station-wide. Custodian Mercer. This is envoy crash of Thal Prime. Princess Saevi returns home by Regent's decree. Grant docking or face sanction. Cal patched through public channel. Denied. No prior notice. No manifests filed. Station regs require 48-hour quarantine for unvetted craft. Log it. Kresh's image flickered on screen. Shell-oiled, mandibles clicking fury. Human insolence. Fall rank supersedes your Habrat rules. Regs are regs. Cal leaned in. Base calm. Transmit manifests now, or orbit cold. Shuttle veered, circling defiant. Probes deployed. 3 cloaked signatures ghosting hull scans. Juno's team moved. Security sweep commencing. Lawful perimeter check. All channels recorded. Her squads jetted silent from auxiliary bays. Grapples latched intruder drones mid-burn. Tags fired. Microtransponders burrowing code. Devices lit up on Cal's pad. Rerouted to dead space. Got 'em, Juno reported. Thal black market jammers. Attempted data siphon on medlogs. Evidence packet compiling. Near scuttled forward. Scanner whirring. Intrusions logged. Xenobio protocols breached. I corroborate. Saevi's claws flexed. Trust gleamed in her faceted eyes. Your captain reads shadows, like Thal seers. Cal nodded to Near. Public broadcast. Neutral arbiter relay. Sol Alliance and Thal archive both. Nier's shell flushed protocol blue. Appendages danced keys. Compliance log uploading. Probe tags vitals print. Denial audio. Irrefutable. Cal triggered the burst. Packet rocketed to neutral sats. Immutable chain. Arbiter ping returned instant. Cease order issued. Shuttle traffic frozen pending review. Kresh's feed sputtered rage. You defy the Regent? The air. No air talk. Cal cut. Private matter. Back off or eat fines. Shuttle banked away. Yacht signature fading to long range. Clear vectors, for now. Saevi exhaled, leaning into Cal's shoulder. Her warmth pressed close, vents brushing his neck. Biological sync. Thal adaptation to human proximity. Bekan miscalculated. Humans lock doors with data, not blades. Cal's hand found hers. Rough palm to scaled knuckles. Data sticks. Blades rust. Juno strode in, helmet underarm. Her dark eyes scanned Savvy, then Cal. Hab secure. But yachts prepping jump. They're not done. Near clutched his scanner. Viability confirmed. Thou quartz recognize cross-meld now. Your proteins bonded her cycles. Public if we push. Savvy straightened. Then we push. She faced Near's recorder. Claws extended formal. Diplomatic seal. Archivist witness. I, Saivi Thal of the Third Vent. Claim consent full. Exile ended by choice. Cal Mercer, human custodian, stands as my mated consort. Air carries dual claim. Broadcast to Thal succession net. Near's shell rippled shock. Protocols shattered. Recorded. Encrypted relay active. Cal's pulse jumped. Mate. Chosen. Not accident. Agency. Her claw laced his fingers. Bond tightened. Electric. Juno smirked faint. Congrats, Mercer. Now you're a Prince Consort target. Alarms whooped soft. Outer feeds glitched. Ghost signature inbound. Yacht vector masked. Cal slotted multi-tool. Round 2. Gear up. Sayavi's vents flared, protective. Hand guarded her underbelly. Shadow closed faster. Vecran smelled blood. Juno slammed the airlock override. Yacht docked. Vecran's enforcers. 4. Armed light. We hold the drum. Cal gripped his multi-tool tighter. Savvy's claw squeezed his hand. Her vents hummed steady against his arm. Nair hovered behind. Scanner clutched like a shield. Arbitration now, Sayevi said. Her voice cut the alarms. Station net open. Thal succession law demands public witness. Juno nodded sharp. Feed live. Thal relay patched. Your call, Princess. Savi stepped forward. Holoprojector flared to life in the hab core. Her image tripled. Station feed. Thal court streams. Neutral xenonot. Claws extended full formal. Scales gleamed under lights. I, Savi Thal of the Third Vent, invoke Article 7, exile voids on proven consort bond and air viability. Schedule arbitration immediate. Aboard neutral soil. Cuman Station Epsilon. 7. Witnesses, Archivist Near, Custodian Cal Mercer, Security Chief Juno Rakesh, Regent Bekron Tal, respond or forfeit claim. The projector pinged. Bikarn's face materialized. Yacht backdrop crisp. His vents hissed static. Bold sister. Infertile exile claims heir. Fraud. Human brute taints Thal blood. Cal's jaw set. He slotted data chit into the projector. Logs queued. Savi's eyes locked Bekran's. Proof follows. Law binds. Arbitration chime rang. Neutral arbiter drone activated. Station AI, Thal vetted. Session open. Claims logged. Evidence phase. Near stepped up first. His shell clicked nerves. Scanner synced to hollow. Viability scan. Foul human crossmeld. Human protein synced her cycles. Cycle lock at 98%. Embryo Thal dominant. Viable. Chain of custody. Y instruments. Sealed from first contact. Vikran's image flickered.
Tampered. Human filth corrupts data.
Cal tapped the chit. Medical log scrolled. Timestamps glowed. Scan 1. Arrival day. Baseline infertile per Thal cord diag. He pulled up court-stamped file. Scan 2, week 4. Meld proteins detected. My blood work. Standard human HAB screen. Near's ISO seal. Hollow-zoomed timestamps. Cross-referenced station cams. Saivi's vents syncing his gate and corridors. Protein graph spiked post-proximity. Chain unbroken, Cal said. Voice level. Your court's diag missed cross-species markers. We fixed it. Arbiter drone hummed. Fraud claim blocked. Evidence verified. Bekran leaned in. Crest flared rage. Death world animal. Humans rut beasts. Brute force. No finesse. This consort forced her. Thou law voids beast melds. Station shook faint. Docked yacht thrummed. Juno's hand rested on stunner. Perimeter hold. Cal faced the hollow. No flinch. Testimony. Day 1. Your joke marriage. I built her quarters. Sealed vents. Grav adjust. She chose proximity. Cultural exchange logs. Diplomacy talks. Hab tours. Consent vocal. Recorded. Clips played. Seve's voice. Human ingenuity intrigues. His, fair trade, your law for my tools, touches accidental first, then chosen. Her claw in his palm, Vecran snarled. Lies, he overpowered. Overpowered, Cal cut in. Calm, receipts scrolled, power logs showed her vents choosing his own. Biosync data, voluntary. She invoked consent. You dumped her to kill claim. We built one. Savi's hand tightened on his. Pride vented warm. Near cleared vents, shell straightened. Testimony. Protocols held until evidence. Regents died selective. Ignored human adaptability. Cross-meld, real. I stand public. Regent falsified exile, grounds. Hollow feeds exploded. Thal court streams lit, boats ticking. Arbitra drone intoned. Archivist testimony weighs. Censure vote triggered. Thal net. 62% I. The Cran's face twisted. Traitor! Enforcers. Juno's stunners whined. Airlock breached. 4 Thal guards spilled in. Crests high. Scales armored light. Stand down, Juno barked. Human precision. Boots planted. Trio of security drones humming flank. Station law. Arbitration zone neutral. Violators detained. Guards froze. Vecran's voice cracked. Abort. Pull back. They retreated. Airlock hissed shut. Arbiter. Disruption noted. Vote final. 78% censure. Regent Vecran Thal. Suspended. Air claim validated. Concert Mercer recognized. Sci-Fi exhaled victory. Claw laced Cal's fingers tight. Bond. Cal felt her warmth sink deeper. Pulse matched his. Hollow feeds cheered. Thal dissidents. Human crews. But Vecran's eyes burned last. This brute. Unfinished. Juno holstered. Yacht jumping. Clean exit. For them. Nir's shell eased. Courts shift. But shadows linger. Cal scanned feeds. Ghost signatures cleared. For now. Savi leaned in. Bence brushed his neck. They call you animal. You won with data. He grinned faint. Data endures. Hand guarded her belly. New threat brewed. Deeper courts. Hidden blades. But together. Locked. Sevi's crest flared as the hall doors parted. Cal matched her stride. Hand firm on her elbow. Thal courtiers gasped. Hollow screens flickered. Feeds from a dozen worlds locked on them. But punchline had arrived. Pregnant princess. Human consort. Untouchable. Vecran surged from the dais. His robes billowed. Sci-Fi? Exile terms clear. Child yields to court custody. Return it now. She halted center floor. Scales gleamed under vault lights. No, uncle. Blood right mine. Compact signed. Human alliance witnesses. Cal scanned the chamber. Enforcers lined walls. Crests low but claws flexed. Human embassy drones hummed at his back. Juno's feed patching live. He squeezed Sabi's arm.
Steady.
Vecran sneered. That scrap? Human paper. Infertile joke binds nothing. Guards. Seize the whelp site. Sabi's dents hissed defiance. Try it. Mutual protection compact ratified. Earth Central stamps it. Thal archive logs it. Breach means war. Courtiers murmured. Holotext scrolled. Compact E-47. Concert Mercer Guardians Air. Dual sovereignty. Breach invokes fleet response. Cal stepped forward. Voice level. Regent or ex-regent. Read the fine print. Article 9. Hybrid offspring hold citizenship both. Locked in treaty text. No custody without consensus. Vecran's eyes narrowed. You? Habitat grunt? Negotiate Thal law? Engineered your station annex. Fixed your failing Atmos seals. Competence travels. Cal tapped his wrist pad. Treaty draft projected. Glowing clauses. Dual seals. Sign now, or arbiter drones reconvene. Your suspension sticks. A courtier drone whirred forward. Query. Human clause viable?
Thal code.
Viable, Archivist Nur's voice cut in. Shell gleamed from side balcony. Xenobio confirms. Meld viable offspring. Dual status precedents exist. Clause binds. The Kran's crest flattened. Traitors all. The brute defiles. Scythe cut him. Claw pressed her belly. Defies. I carry life. You're infertile, just bore fruit. Celebrate or forfeit favor. Silence crashed. Courtiers leaned in. Hollow feed zoomed. Cal felt her pulse sink quick, fierce. His hand covered hers, protective. Chosen. The Kron recoiled. Public farce. Announce it. Mockery eternal. Better than your lie. Salvi raised voice. Crystal clear. Thal court. Here, exile ends. I return consort bound. Child comes. Human Thal heir. Dual worlds claim it. Feast now. Vote seals it. Drums thrummed. Servers wheeled crystal trays. Fermented vents, spiced gels. Courtiers shifted. One raised claw. Aye. Blood endures. Votes ticked on holos. 51%. 62%. 78%. Cal exhaled. Juno's voice patched private. Perimeter clean.
Drones hold.
Exits. Thekran spat. Feast hides knives. Air mine eventual. Savi laughed. Sharp, thence warm on Cal's neck. Hours. Compact guards. They signed the hybrid clause mid-floor. Cal's stylus firm. Fall notary drone stamped. Glow sealed it. Courtiers cheered. Wary, then wild. Drums peaked. But Cal caught it. Vekran's whispered to shadowed aid. Deep court summons. Blades wait. Saevi leaned close. They stare. You as myth. Us. He grinned. Hand stayed on her belly. Kick fluttered. Tiny. Fierce. Data one round. Hall erupted. Toasts rose. Yet Enforcer eyes lingered. Shadows coiled deeper. Juno's alert pinged. Ghost signatures inbound. Yacht prepped. Cal nodded to Saevi. Next move? Her claw laced his. Home. Build ours. Doors loomed ahead. Feast behind. Threat brewed unseen. They stepped out. Bond unbreakable. Child kicking. Court forced to bow. But Vakan's gaze burned from the dais. Unfinished. Cal pulled her closer. Station waited. Wars loomed. Together, they built. Hours blurred into jump space. Yacht hummed steady. Savi nested in the habitat pod Cal rigged. Soft fields. Atmo tuned to her vents. He checked seals. Compact holds legal. Nir's testimony locks bioproof. She traced his jaw. Scales brushed skin. Electric. You saw his flinch.
Human steady breaks them.
Teamwork. He knelt, ear to belly. Pulse thrummed. Hybrid rhythm. Claws gives kid choice. No chains. Juno strode in. Oots clipped deck. Earth relay. Alliance cheers. Thal dissidents rally. But Vekran's net pings deep court allies. Assassins probable. Cal stood. Defenses. Layered. Drones. Stunners. Your traps. She smirked. Underestimated you again. Savi's crest rose. We sign more. Family compact. Personal. Pad out. Cal drafted fast. Mutual guard. Choice first. Blood second. Thumbs synced. Ink dried digital. Bond deepened. Alert blared. Proximity. Fall cutter. Demands hail. Cal grinned. Round two. Savi armed beside him. Together. Hull shook. Bite called.